Hey everyone, I recently made a video about council tax, a tax that you have to pay when you live in the UK. You can find the video here and linked below, and I wanted to extend that today to how to set up bills when you move to the UK. Something kind of that you'll ask yourself if you're getting started in your new flat. I've lived in 4 different flats in the UK so far. They were all in London, and I've been taking care of my own bills, and I think I'm quite qualified to tell you about it. There will be about 5 to 6 different bills you're going to have to set up in each and every flat. It will be electricity, gas, internet, if you want internet. As you're watching this video, I assume you do. Council tax, TV license, and water. God. Here we go. So, we have a lot to get through. Like I said, I already kind of explained council tax. You just either already have mail from the council in your new flat, or you just have to get in touch with them, call them up. You can find their number on the internet, or there's a million ways to contact the council. You could just go to a one-stop shop or just go to the town hall. Many ways. And then you fill in a form, let them know what your situation is, and they will send you the bill. Then you just pay the bill monthly, and that's all you have to worry about with council tax, so that's all good. So let's talk about electricity and gas next. First off, not every single flat in the UK is going to have gas. My flat at the moment does not have gas, we only have electricity, but for the purposes of this video, let's just assume that your flat is going to have gas. So in the UK, there's different providers, like in every other country, for electricity and gas. Usually your flat will be hooked up to a certain provider already. I don't know how it is with changing that. I've never personally changed it myself, but my flats have always been hooked up to EDF Energy, which is a energy provider here in the UK, and the gas was always just British Gas. There's I think 2 different ways that you can pay depending on your flat. A lot of flats in the UK, especially in London, will actually have pay-as-you-go electricity and gas. So you'll have like a meter either in your flat or somewhere around your building where you will get a gas key and a gas card, or a gas card or a gas key and an electricity card, or around, or some kind of way. It kind of works like a pay-as-you-go phone. So you will top up the card or the key for each, and then you can insert it into the slot of the meter, and it'll put the balance on your meter. And then when it runs out, you won't have electricity or gas. It's really weird. It's kind of convenient if you're young and you want to budget. On the other hand, it's really inconvenient because you could forget about it and run out of energy, and then you need to top it up. And topping up, you can do like a phone card. You just go to like a corner shop, give them the card and say, can I have 20 quid on my gas card? And they'll put it on your gas card, and then you put it in your meter and you have gas again. Very weird. I've had that in my last flat, and it has its advantages and disadvantages for sure. I personally prefer not having pay-as-you-go meters anymore, but yeah, they're all over, and if you do have them, I mean, at least you don't have to worry about paying the bills. It's just putting money on straight on the card, putting that in the thing, and you're done. So you don't have to worry about paying bills or anything like that. My current flat, again, doesn't have gas, but we do have electricity, and I would assume that gas is similar. If you don't have a pay-as-you-go meter, then what I had to do is I called up my energy provider, which I found out by asking my landlord, like, what is your energy provider for this flat, and he told me it was EDF. So I called up EDF, I told them my address, and they hooked me up with an account, and that's pretty much it. Then you just give them a meter reading from your energy meter, and then they will just charge you. So like, I put in a new meter reading every month maybe, and then I'll get a bill online, and I just pay that, and that's how that works. It's really quite simple. Once you want to leave, you just again call them up, say you want to close your account, give them a meter reading, that's it. And with gas, it's probably quite similar. I mean, I haven't personally had to do that yet because I had pay-as-you-go, but I assume it's quite similar. You just asked, who is my gas provider? Probably British Gas. Call up British Gas, tell them your address, tell them your name, get an account, blah, blah, blah. That's how it works. With the TV license, it depends if you want a TV license, because not like in Germany where you have to pay GEZ anyway, even if you don't want it. You don't have to do that in the UK. You can actually just declare that you don't need a TV license because you don't have a TV or you just don't watch TV, and then you don't have to pay for it. So I never had a TV license because I don't own a TV. If you do want one, then you just obviously reply that you do want one. I think it's about like £15 a month to get a TV license. I'm not 100% sure because I never had one, but yeah, they usually will just send you a letter as well. They send me letters all the time asking, do you want a TV license now? Do you want one now? I'm still like, no, I don't. But you could just call them up as well and just tell them your address and say you want a TV license. Done. Water is the next one. Water supplied by Thames Water for me personally. I just got a bill through without even doing anything, I think. I think I called them up as well. I can show you my bill actually now. I obviously will cover my address. So my bill looks like this. There you can just see Thames Water, and it just says your bill for water and wastewater services, total amount due by April 2015, 367.98p. And that's my bill. And again, it'll then just... It actually has like a slip at the bottom where you could just pay the whole amount, or you can also choose to have monthly installments, which is what I do. And on the back they tell you how we work out your bill, chargeable value of the property. So this bill has been calculated for my property, so we don't pay the water as we use it. So it doesn't matter if I use no water all year, or if I use like loads of water all year, I pay this amount. It's like a flat rate if you want, and that's what I'm going to pay for the whole year. Again, if you're moving out, you just call them up, say I want to close my account, and they will just calculate how much you owe them or how much you get back. It's quite easy actually. Then we have internet, which can be a bit of a struggle because not every flat, especially in London, can be hooked up with any internet provider. So my current flat, we wanted to get Virgin Media, but Virgin Media actually said they can't provide our flat with internet. So we had to go with BT, which is the British Telecom. And again, I called them up, told them my address. They did a line check to see if we could get internet in this flat. Then they scheduled an engineer to come down and just set it up, and that took about 10 minutes for him. He came here, he put the router in, and that was pretty much it. All I had to do then was go online and choose a price plan, and they've been billing me ever since. I think I chose direct debit, so I just get charged, but you can also choose other payment methods. Again, if you want to move out, you just call them up, say them you want to go. But I think most contracts will have a minimum of 12 months or 18 months, so you do have to let the contract run at least that long. But sometimes you can keep the contract rolling and just transfer it to your landlord if you want to move out earlier. I've done that before actually, so that can work too. And I think those are basically all the ones you're going to need. Yeah, it looks kind of like a lot, and it can be a bit daunting to do, but it's pretty much quite easy. All you need to remember is just call them up and tell them your address, tell them your name, tell them your situation, and they'll probably sort it out. And don't worry if they get it wrong. Like I've got a wrong council tax bill once, and I just got it fixed. And actually what happened to me as well is EDF connected the wrong meter to my flat, so I've been paying my neighbours electricity for like almost a year until they worked it out that it wasn't my meter, and then they refunded me like £150 because we haven't been using that much. So do a burn test when you move in if you have a meter. That's always a good way to ensure that it is actually your meter. If you don't know what a burn test is, it's basically when you put all your electric devices on and then just run to your meter, and then when it goes really, really fast, you know that's your meter because you're using all of the electricity right now. Yes, I hope I didn't forget anything, but I think this should be it. This should prepare you for moving into a London flat. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.